Hello, good afternoon, YouTube. It's dathip, the Gamster Hamsters, always answering your questions on YahooAnswers.com in regards to video games, pieces of technology, and specifications. I'm here to actually bring you an unboxing of the Microsoft Xbox One plus PC for Windows 7 and Windows 8 controller. That's right. Finally, this controller came out, and not this Black Friday. Okay, this controller actually was released in October of last month. But speaking of which, hope you guys are having a good Black Friday. I hope you're not like stupid Americans typically going to Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Bed Bath and Beyond, Lowe's, whatever store in order to get your deals, whatever products you want to get. Just order online and do not get involved in those crowds. And have some sense of morality, not to beat up customers because you want to actually get a simple materialistic object. It's kind of sad that these Black Fridays, people are actually fighting over some simple stuff. You understand? Just order your stuff online, Amazon, eBay, whatnot. Okay, so here the unboxing. Let's shall begin. Now, first off, this is the Xbox One. Okay, for Windows PC controllers. Let's zoom in a little bit. Right there. For Windows, as you can see, that's the USB right there. So this is exactly the same model controller for the Xbox One. This controller is able to be used for the Xbox One wired or wirelessly. Okay, you can take out the USB and then put in batteries. Okay, this controller has batteries, and you're able to actually play wirelessly or wired on your Xbox One. So not only for the PC, but also for your Xbox One. But so far, wirelessly is not working for the PC at the moment because we don't have an adapter. You know what I'm saying? People will probably try to manipulate this theoretically with probably Bluetooth or whatnot. Otherwise, the Xbox One controller is specifically wired. So let's do an unboxing, okay? So here, specs right here, actually includes the Xbox One controller, the USB, Windows compatible. It says 8, but it's of course compatible with Windows 7. Don't trip. It's compatible with 32-bit and 64-bit processor. Okay, the logo from Microsoft. Okay, and of course I did an unboxing already, so I cut the tape right here. So let's get into it now. Yeah. Alright, get this up off. Trash this. As you can see, the controller's right there. Okay, let's pull it out. Down the side. Controller right there, folks. As I told you before, the case is in the back. Now, let's talk about the front. Okay, so this is very similar to the Xbox 360 controller. My 360 controller is already hooked up to my PC because I use this to play only fighting games and racing games like Injustice, Mortal Kombat, MXP, 2013 Racing, Dirt, whatnot. Okay, so you put them together. Let's compare. First of all, the analog sticks are in the same place. Okay, the Xbox One controller. Okay, logo at the top of the Xbox One controller. 360, middle. Okay, controller. Analog sticks. I would say roughly the same thing. Only for the Xbox One, there seems to be a little more rubber around the edges. So it means that your hands are not going to be slipping off most of the time when you play your games. In comparison to games where I play like Gears of War using D-pad, okay? When I tend to turn 360 degrees before I had Xbox 360, okay, I would my hands would sometimes slip as constantly switching back and forth between the camera, and it can be rather very irritating. This 360 controller, no rubber, so it's easy to slip off, while the Xbox One has more durability around the edges. It's hard to see right there. You see it? Okay. The D-pad, vastly improved. I can say ergonomically, the D-pad is absolute an improvement. I despise this D-pad for the Xbox 360 controller. It is way too thick. Okay, it's able to be bent too easily. Okay, and overall, it just feels uncomfortable, especially for those who have much skinnier thumbs. You know? Mine's are pretty fat because I need to lose weight. So, much more refined. Okay, beautiful. You have your XYBA buttons. Okay, same situation. Lesser color, lighter for the 360. Less contrast for the Xbox One controller. Okay, sorry guys, it's kind of hard for me to do this. I'm using a wired controller. It's already hooked up. Okay, thumbsticks. Okay, right here, left and right. I would say that this feels a little more. You feel like it feels like you need to put a little more pressure onto this controller, the Xbox One. Right bumpers and left bumpers. Okay, but yeah, I would feel that way. I'm new to this reviewing, by the way. It's more pressure on the Xbox One controller in comparison to 360. But for those who have bigger hands, we have more leverage. That's much better. Okay? In comparison to those who have much bigger hands, as you can see, when I press the right trigger, I'm sorry, the right bumper, my fingers overlap. I'm using my index finger to use the right bumper. Okay? My finger overlaps the controller, which can be rather a nuisance. While this, much wider, very connected. Okay, it's perfect for my type of situation. But for those who have smaller hands, different situation. This would probably rather be a better control for those. But again, we'll see. Now, you know, as I said before, you have the stupid. Sorry, folks. You have, bring it to the camera. Start and select button. For the Xbox One controller, this looks more like an application folder type controller, and this is the start button with a bunch of three lines right here, horizontal lines. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see that, man. It's really hard. There we go. Okay. So way more comfortable controller. I feel like I'm going to dominate with fighting games like this. Like, it's way more comfortable. Now I can understand when people say that they're dominating Xbox One Killer Instinct fighting game. This is way more refined, way more comfortable, less thicker. And as you know now, there's a USB. Okay. No doubt this is probably for charging your controller. You know, with the play and charge kit, or this is used for headsets, I'm assuming. Okay, I don't know. Okay, for the Xbox One controller, we're using wired, so it's automatically going to work. Now, of course, you know, for this controller, for the PC, again, we have to download the drivers. Okay, now I'll post the driver link, but it's easy Google search. You can go to Microsoft.com, type in Microsoft Xbox One controller for Windows, and then they'll have the drivers for you, depending on their CPU bit processing. Okay, I'm sorry, that's redundant. You know, see, the 32-bit or 64-bit, you know, drivers depending on your CPU. Okay, so that's the situation with the Xbox One controller in itself. Now, of course, that's not just on the controller. You need something else. Of course, the USB. So right here. Okay. Let's see, right there. Indeed, that's exactly identical to what was on the box. So, as you can see, we put on the top here. Sorry. What the heck? Okay, yeah. So, it seems to be a situation where, for the USB, that it's very inserted inside the Xbox One controller. It's very thick, so it's less likely to come out. But I hope to God that this is not a con, okay? Because this can indeed make the USB slot broken. I hope not. But as you can see, it took more pressure to put this USB cable inside the Xbox One controller. That's not good. Okay. And And of course, we have a much longer USB cable, 9 inches. Okay, so we have that instruction manual here, very simplistic. Let's see here. Basically, yeah, a product by Anatel paper, and the Xbox One production manual. No doubt about warranties, no doubt about electrical safety. And that's pretty much it about the Xbox One unboxing. It's very simplistic. We don't have to go much more in depth than that. Okay. Now I just hope you guys have a good day. Come back again. YouTube, post some more videos. And I recommend for those, pay attention to the Steam sale. You have a good day, okay?